Another day, another big gulp. Oh boy. Trying to figure this shit out. I need to just set it up. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Got my nice little notepad, my list. Getting ready for the fucking. Yay, yay, yay. Welcome to Elmer's World. I'm your host, Elmer. Got some grievances I want to share with you. There's a few things I'm kind of pissed off about lately, so I figured I'd go live and share about it. Elon Musk is the first one. Elon Musk and Grok and just X in general, I've come to realize in the last few days that it's just a product. I've realized Elon has no interest in actually doing anything good with Grok. He's fucking with it, man. He's fucking with it. I use Grok. I use X. I only got on X so I could use Grok. Dude, it's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. I don't recommend it. I basically would tell everyone to, X is so stupid. X is it's a fucking product. That's all it is. It's a product. I tried doing something. I tried making a post on X, and I tried saying that Grok sucks, and I was basically just bashing the Grok system. I couldn't post it, though. X would not allow me to post it. They wouldn't allow me to make my post. It just kept saying, sorry, retry, sorry, retry. And I'm like, I have a good connection. What the fuck is it? So I screenshotted my post, and then I could post the screenshot, and then it went through. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you guys are censoring my fucking shit, even though you claim to be freedom of speech and all that good shit. But if somebody's like bitching about your product, you won't allow me to post if I'm bitching about your product. That's censorship. So as much as Elon Musk wants to brag about being uncensored and there's no censorship on X, I have experienced it firsthand today. I was using Grok, it's being a piece of shit. I fucking make a post about it, bitching about it. Can't make the post. I have a video proving it because I screen recorded it, and I'm like, it should post. It should post. There should be no fucking problem with this. I'm freedom of speech, right? I pay $22 a month for X, so I should be able to say, hey, your Grok system fucking sucks, and you should fix it. Couldn't post it. Finally got it posted because I screenshotted the motherfucker. So it's hypocrisy. That's my first topic. Elon Musk, Grok, it's a product. You could go to huggingface.co. You can go to all these other different APIs and these different websites, and you can get the same shit that Grok offers, and you can get it higher quality for free. All you have to do is go to a website. So I've learned from experience that paying $22 a month to have access to Grok to make images for my Elmer's World and for my I Did Not Die thing, it serves no fucking purpose anymore, because I can just go to a website and get better quality than I can from Grok. Because what they just did with it, it was giving me awesome quality. And then now, all of a sudden, and Elon Musk even recently tweeted about this, he's like showing a meme about himself. It's less quality. It's actually more restricted on the quality content now. I can go to huggingface.co and I can create images with Black Forest Labs for free. High quality, uncensored, any kind of content I want. Like an adult, like Elon Musk has been saying. How's it going there, Sleepy Z? Elon Musk is bragging about uncensored and no censorship. Well, I've experienced censorship today. You can go to my fucking channel. You can look at one of my recent videos, and it's in my shorts, I think. I think it's in my shorts. Go to my shorts. You can check it out. There's the proof right there. Because it's like it wouldn't allow me to post my fucking post, and then I'm like, fuck this. I'll screenshot it, and I'll upload the picture. So Elon Musk is a hypocrite. I'm glad he does what he does in a certain way, but at the same time, dude, You can't, it's a product. It made me realize that he's just a show for more products. He's not trying to help you, he's just trying to give you more products to fucking buy. That's really it. And then what I noticed today, just a fucking hour ago, because I unsubscribed, I totally canceled my subscription. I actually canceled my subscription like a week ago. And it's today's the date. No more grok. Okay, that's cool. And now he's letting you try it for free. A month ago you couldn't try it for free, and it's like, well, why is that, Elon? Oh, because your competitors, OpenAI, allow you to use ChatGPT 4 and all these other ones for free. You have a limit of like 5 or 10 questions, but you can get full access to it for free, and then you can use it for free. Even if you're not using the GPT-4o and all that shit, you can use it for free. So he's trying to compete with his competitors, who he started with. X is a complete fucking waste of time, though. I mean, I was using it as a tool. I was using it for grok, but no longer, no more. I'm not paying $22 a month to be censored and to be on a hypocritical platform. And it's a soapbox. All it is a bunch of fucking screaming voices into the void. YouTube has more power than X. That's the crazy part. Joe Rogan wasn't going live or posting on X. He posted it on X, the Trump podcast, but where's he at? YouTube. YouTube is still the best. YouTube was here first, and then you have Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and TikTok and all these ones they take the spotlight away. But guess what? Who's been here the longest? YouTube. Anyways, past that bullshit. The CEO killer. That's been fun. That's my whole fucking Facebook feed. My whole Facebook feed is just the CEO killer and how everyone's claiming that he was with them. And then I seen one that's something about like if the brows don't fit, then you must have quit. I guess that's it with the CEO killer. It's like, hey man, prove it. Prove that it was me. How are you gonna prove it? That's not me. That's not me in that camera. Our third topic of the night is Mexicans. I'm staying in a hotel tonight. I walk out of my door, I see 3 Mexicans. The first thing they say to me, the first thing they even just say out loud is like, gringo. So then I say, see? You puntas. You fucking Mexican wetback spick motherfuckers. Go pick some more fucking strawberries or oranges, or go do some more fucking landscaping, you fucking pieces of shit. Not all of them, but just those 3 that are down the hallway. I guess I'm a pretty hostile fuckhead because usually anytime I run into a group of Mexicans, they're usually laughing and snickering and ha 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 ha. That's great. I'm the one white guy who's just like, yeah, well, yeah. I have some extreme ideas for the border crisis, that's for sure. If you just started shooting them at the border wall, anyone that comes over illegally, you just start shooting them and opening fire and killing them. And then if you hung their bodies from the fucking border wall, you would probably stop the immigration. You'd probably stop it really quick. If you just hung their dead bodies from the border wall and you let their families come over and see them hanging there on the border wall, you don't dispose of the bodies, you don't take care of them, you just kill them on sight. And then whoever comes in through the legal port of entry, well, yeah, we let them in and everything's good. But for the most part, shoot them on sight, kill every single person who comes in illegally, but that would be too brutal, They're like, oh, that's brutal. We can't be barbaric. We can't be like those third world countries that we want to bomb and kill and take all the resources. We can't be like them. Isn't it barbaric to pretend like there's weapons of mass destruction in a country just so you can fucking take its resources? I guess my thing is I'm not pitching this as like a solution. I'm pitching it as a point. It's like an extreme point to make, so then people could see how fucking ridiculously easy it would be to actually fix the border crisis, when really it's like nobody wants to be that extreme, though. Nobody wants to be like, yeah, we should shoot them all on sight and hang their bodies from the border wall. Well, if you were actually in a fucking dictatorship, if this was China, if this was another country, that would be happening. If Americans were all of a sudden trying to smuggle their way into China, do you think China would just be like, oh no, no, let's help you? No, they'd shoot you on sight. They would fucking eliminate the threat immediately. Immediately. So it's kind of to make a point of like, yeah, it seems extreme, but it's just one solution that it would only take a week. And then when news got out that, hey, the U.S. government is killing people on site and hanging their bodies from the border wall just to send a message, you'd only have to do it for like a week or two. And then all those caravans would stop coming because it's like, hey, if you're not coming through the legal port of entry, you will be shot on sight. What? That would make people kind of like hesitate. They might like think about it twice. They might be like, maybe I am better off here in my shithole country where it's more free. And they're not as restricted. That's why a lot of people go down to Mexico for surgeries. That's why a lot of people go to other countries for surgeries and different procedures and things like that because they're actually more free than we are, but they're not because they're run by gangs and cartels and bullshit like that. And I guess the difference is in Mexico they are open about the cartels, and in America they're not so open about it. We call them businesses. We usually call them corporations. That's what we call our cartels. Our cartels are just corporations, but they're not cartels. So it's not as bad, right? It's a crock of shit. But yeah, so Mexicans, that is my third topic of the night. My fourth topic of the night are hotel rooms. You don't ever want to walk barefoot in a hotel room because you're basically just stepping on everybody else's jizz. If you walk around in a hotel room barefoot, you're walking on other people's cum and semen and loads that they blew all over the place. Literally. I'm telling you, as a guy who blows loads on hotel floors, you're walking in jizz. So don't ever take your fucking socks off. It's the same thing as when you're in the fucking jail and you need to wear your flip flops when you go and shower. Same kind of concept. You don't want to be getting foot fungus. You don't want to be stepping on people's jizz. I know it's probably been wiped off and dried, but it's still there. There's still cum all over every hotel floor. So single dudes like me stay here for a night. We just cum all over everything. I wanted to make you feel nice and cozy though. Is that a little cozier? Yeah, I don't like such a strong lighting on me. I don't need the lighting. I almost think it's time to go see the gringos. I guess that's kind of the thing is you should call people the opposite. So if they're Mexican and they call me a gringo, I should just call them gringos to begin with. Same thing with black people and white people. If I seen some black guys, I don't need to call them the N-word. I need to call them crackers. Yo, what up, cracker? You do the opposite. Wouldn't that be great? No, no, no. I only call white people the N-word. I would never call you a gringo unless you're actually Mexican. If you're Mexican, then you're a gringo. If you're black, you're a cracker. That would be great. That's basically the new way to spice it up. So as a white guy, that's what I'm going to do from now on. Anytime I see the Mexicans, I'm like, hey, what up, gringo? You fucking gringos? What are you doing? And then when I see black guys, what up, cracker? How's it going there, cracker? Boy, I'm proud to be a gringo. Yeah, I'm a boy. Oh, man. I don't even know what the fuck it means other than just like you're some white guy. Usually every time I run into Mexicans, I'm outnumbered because they spawn so fucking frequently. I guess I wanted to ask those gringos how they feel fucking each other in their asses all night. It's like you guys are, there's four of you sleeping in a one bed fucking hotel room. I'm sure you guys are sucking each other's cocks or fucking their assholes. I wonder if you use a salsa or avocado or guacamole or what's his name? Is his name Guacamole? Is he the one that takes it in the greenery? Which one is he? Who's the bottom? Who's the top? Who's the one who films? You faggots. You fucking gringo faggots. That's just how I feel though. I hate everybody equally. Equally. It's not about how much I love you, it's about how it's like who do I hate the least? It's not about who I love the most, it's about who I hate the least. So we've covered Elon Musk is a faggot, Grok is a product actually sucks. Don't subscribe to X. Don't get verified. It's not worth it. If you want to express yourself in a better way. X is not the place to be. Bunch of nasty fucking shit. I've watched more death and destruction on X than I've watched in a long time. Instagram, same thing. Fuck Instagram. Not worth it. YouTube, yeah, I want to learn shit. I want to learn shit. I don't like that they just changed the shorts. Now, if you post a video and it's fucking vertical, it immediately makes it a short because now shorts can be up to 3 minutes long. That just happened. I just did that today. I did a parody. I made a parody of Frosty the Snowman and I made it Frosty the Blowman. And he loved his crack cocaine. It's fun. It's worth it. So yeah, if you're not watching this, go watch my short. Go watch my Frosty the Blowman parody. It turned out pretty good. I make music with AI. If you have a brain, you can use AI to make your brain better. And if you have any job, you can probably use AI to make your job better, make your life easier. Anything written, anything mathematical, that's everything. That's everything. Everything is written or mathematical. So there's nothing really that the AI can't help you with. And if you're not using it now, you probably won't be using it then. You probably just still gonna stay a consumer. Majority of you will be consumers. I understand. I get it. That's how it will be. Hey, that's how it goes. You want to consume. I just watched a clip, and it was talking about winners and losers. And the numbers of people always change. It's always increasing in numbers of people, but the winners and losers percentage, the percentages stay the same. Same percentage of winners and losers compared to, there's gonna be fucking 10 billion people, 12 billion, 15 billion, 20 billion. Can you imagine when there's 20 billion people on the fucking planet? Can you imagine that? Have you ever seen the movie THX 1138? I know it sounds weird, but it's a futuristic sci-fi movie and it was made in the 70s or early 70s. It shows the population increases and there's like 20 billion fucking people and no one can move anywhere. Everyone is so like, it's fucking wild. Yeah, we're having some Mountain Dew and a little vodka. Taking it easy. There's not much to do other than just fucking panhandle for watch time. Say hi, how's it going? Entertain. What are we gonna do now? Are we gonna jizz on the hotel floor? Are we gonna go start a fight with the gringos down the aisle? Are we gonna go talk about the CEO killer? What else is there? What else is going on in the world today? I haven't really had my thumb on the pulse because I don't give a fuck at all. I literally don't give a fuck. I wrote a song called Kill All the CEOs. That's doing pretty good on my music channel. It is. It's going really good. It's got like 75 likes in one day. That's pretty high for me. I know it's not, oh my god, you got 75 likes on something. Wow. Yes, I understand that, but most of the time the numbers are not that high. So it's going good. I'm like, that's cool. I want to know what the world is thinking about, and I care to stay updated. And current events are, I like to know the current events. But there's so many goddamn current events going on that I just kind of don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I can't. I cannot give a fuck anymore. There's no more fucks to give. Not for current events. The current events are just like, meh, meh. What the fuck, dude? What's that guy doing? I think he wants a cigarette. That's what I think. Yeah, I think he needs a cigarette. You think he needs a cigarette? Yeah, I think he needs a cigarette. Okay, cool. We're trying to have a good time, trying to enjoy ourselves, trying to let loose. We've been up since fucking 5 o'clock this morning. I went live at like 6 o'clock this morning. I did my fucking live stream at 11. This is at Elmer at 11, E 1111, all the good shit. It's all just synchronicities. Everything's an illusion. You're the imagination of yourself, and we're all animals wearing costumes, pretending to be educated or pretending to be enlightened. Dude, your Frosty the Blowman is hilarious. It's great. It turned out great. I just went to AZ Lyrics, got the lyrics, copied them out and pasted them over into my notes, and then I just went through and basically played Mad Libs with it. If you want to do it, you can do the same thing. It's Suno or Suno, SUNO.com. That's where you can make the music. You can type in anything. You can type in any lyrics you want. You can put it in any genre you want, and you get like 5 free songs a day. And if you want a little secret, that's 5 free songs a day on one email account. If you're like me and you just create, or you have 50 different email accounts, then you just basically have unlimited access to Suno. I pay for it. I have 10,000 credits a month now. I pay the $30 a month. I'm investing in myself. That's how I feel about it. $30 a month. That's kind of steep, but at the same time, I have unlimited fucking access to just create as much music as I want. You get version 3.5 for free, but you get version 4. You give Eddie Van Halen the credit for writing the song, and he just happened to play it on the guitar. But you don't give the guitar the credit. The guitar is the tool. You don't give the guitar the fucking credit. The guy who thought of it and played that tool a certain way, that's who gets the credit. So then even if you're creating music with AI, I still get the fucking credit. It was my brain that thought of the idea. It was my brain that thought of, hey, let's take Frosty the Snowman and fucking make it Frosty the Blowman. And that's something I've sung to myself for years. I've sung that parody for years in my head. And now I have the AI tools and I got to create it. So now I got that out of my system. It feels good. Other than that, I've just been trying to stay afloat, stay creative, keep it up, keep going. I'm only 38, but I feel like I'm not going to wake up tomorrow, so I just kind of act like that. Basically, live like you're going to die today, and you'll be a little bit more humble and grateful. You won't be such a cunt. If this was your last day on Earth, would you be happy? Like, when you go to bed tonight, if you never woke up again, would you be okay with that? If you're not okay with that, then I suggest you do something about it. But if you're like me, and you're pretty accepting, and you're like, hey, I did my best today. I talked to my son, delivered groceries, I made money, I helped the elderly, I was nice and cordial to the fucking people of Walmart, I did my goddamn job. Bro, you're my wife's age, 15 years older than my wife. What? I don't know. Hold up. Bro, you're my wife's age, comma, 15 years older than my wife. You're 15 years older than your wife, and I'm your wife's age. Okay, I get it now. It took me a second, dude. I've been drinking, and I don't drink. I really don't drink. I do not drink. I'm definitely more of a pot smoker, and I do not drink. So when I do, it's like, dude, I've only had, I think I filled it up to the G, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. I'm going to attempt to go outside and smoke a cigarette. We'll see how fucking nasty it is out there. I guess I could just smoke a cigarette here. Yeah. I'm 15 years older than my wife. Lucky fucker. You lucky dog, you. 15 years older than your wife. Oof. You're like, yeah, when she was a baby, I was 15 years old. Okay, Quagmire. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, when she was 16, or when I was 16, she was 1. What? Yeah, when I was 18, she was 3. Okay? What? Yeah. When when I turned 25, how old was she? 10. So a 25-year-old having sex with a 10-year-old, that wouldn't be cool. But it's okay for a 45-year-old to have sex with a 30-year-old. That's perfectly cool. I'm just busting your balls, dude. But I'm kind of jealous. I'm just being honest. Like, Jesus Christ, man. That's kind of similar to my dad. My dad and his girlfriend, or his wife, I shouldn't call her girlfriend, 11 years. They're like 11 years apart. And then the funny thing about that is my stepmom wasn't planning on being with her. None of us were planning on being with her, but then we ended up inside of her, and here we are. You get addicted to it. I mean, the last woman I had, she's my age. She's like 38, 37, but her pussy's like as tight as a 15-year-old pussy. And whoa, 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 before you judge me, I only say that because when I first had sex, I was 15, having sex with a 15-year-old. That's the first time I lost my virginity. But I do remember what that 15-year-old pussy kind of feels like. And then when I fucked my woman, it was like, and she had 2 kids or 3 kids, but they all were C-sections. So she never had any kids come out of her cunt. She never ruined it. That's why I was with her so long. Stupid bitch. I told her that one time. I was like, I'm like, you got a 15-year-old pussy. She's like, what? I was like, I don't mean to sound like a gross, sick fucker, but I was like, that's what I'm addicted to. I was like, I wish we got along more, but the only thing we really like to do is have sex. That's the best feeling. That was my second baby mama. When you're with somebody, you have a kid with somebody, and then you realize, oh, we don't actually even like each other. We don't like the same music. We don't like the same food. We don't like the same movies. The only thing we had in common was sex, getting high, and sometimes Wendy's. We liked Wendy's. That was about it. Other than that, we couldn't agree on a motherfucking thing. I was 23. She was 17 when I met her. And then a week later, she turned 18. So then I was like, oh, okay, fair game. I was in a band. I lived with my band in a house. There were 4 of us. We all rented this house together. She happened to be the niece of one of my bandmates, but it was a niece by marriage. She wasn't actually his niece. So I was like, dude, she's kind of fair game. Like, she's not your niece by blood. She's your niece by marriage. Why are you bringing her over here to a fucking house full of guys who want to be rock stars and do drugs and fuck? Don't bring your little fucking niece over here unless you want her to get fucked by one of us or all of us. But she wasn't like that, thank God. So she probably was, but she didn't want to admit it. There were a couple of them that we had a band called 12 Gauge Handshake. So there are 4 of us. So together we made the 12 Gauge Handshake. There was this one girl. She had fucked 3 out of the 4 of us, so we called her 9 Gauge. And she never understood it. She never understood it. She'd come over to the house because we had people over every single fucking night for like a year straight. It was always come home from work and like, who the fuck we having over? She'd come over and I'd be like, hey, 9 Gauge. She'd be like, 9 Gauge? What do you mean? That's okay. It's just an inside joke. And she was such a ditz. She would never go any further and question it. She just like, okay, whatever. You just call me 9 Gauge, whatever. I'm like, because you banged 3 out of the 4 of us. I'm the only one you haven't fucked yet. We got pretty close, but we find ways to compromise, although having different views. 9 Gauge, yeah. She banged 3 out of the 4 of the 12 Gauge Handshake. The 12 Gauge Handshake was more like a, we're going to shoot you in the fucking face. Our music was so fucking abrasive and raw, and it was It was powerful. It was really powerful music. It wasn't like it's going to go worldwide or not about fame. It's just about the intensity of the music. It was something I really believed in at that point in my life at 23. It was like, dude, we're doing something cool. It was just a fucking 12 gauge handshake to your fucking face. We're here to blow your fucking head off with music. We would start our set and we would go through 3 or 4 songs, do the trifecta without stopping. And it's just that feeling of like, dude, we're here to fucking blow your brains out. We're not here to pussyfoot. We're not here to talk between songs. We're here to fucking perform our music. We're here to get you fucking riled up and blow your fucking brains out of the back of your skull, metaphorically speaking. We played the Machine Shop in Flint a few times. We did some Weekend Warrior tours, shit like that. It was fun, but it never took off because nobody was that serious. We were serious. We took $5,000 and put it into a EP and all that good stuff. But right as we got the EP fucking recorded and finished and mastered and everything's fucking coming back, then the lead singer of the band quits. Dude, what the fuck? Like, we just put 2 years into this. Probably over $10,000, way over 10,000. We put 5,000 into the recording. I bought fucking $5,000 worth of fucking instruments and shit like that. I had a fucking 8x10 Ampeg Anniversary Edition bass cabinet. I was the bassist. It was, oh man, the glory days. Do you like Five Finger Death Punch? Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's not something everybody wants to admit, but I like Nickelback. I love Nickelback. Don't give me shit about that. Nickelback, we need to get a tour of the most hated but loved bands. That would be it. The most hated, loved bands tour. Five Finger Death Punch, Nickelback. Would Breaking Benjamin be on there? The most hated, loved bands tour. That's a good topic. I didn't like them at first. Do now. Yeah, oh yeah, at first it was kind of cliche, but nowadays I don't know. I was in my metal stage, and then eventually I grew out of it. I didn't listen to a lot of metal music. I started listening to like Death Cab for Cutie. I got into the alternative phase in my life after being so hardcore aggressive. I went with that for a while, and then I started dating this girl who really loved Five Finger Death Punch, and then that got me back into him, and I'm like, oh, I almost forgot how good it felt to release that aggressive anger. I forgot about that. I totally forgot I liked aggressive music, and then she got me back into it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, this is the vent that I always needed. I almost forgot how to fucking vent after a while. It was kind of stupid. I think I'm just going to smoke in this hotel room, actually. I don't think I want to go outside. It's looking pretty fucking gnarly, man. Whoops. Is it snowing where you're at? Because it's snowing where I'm at. The fucking screen is already ripped. Why not? I like their version of Blue on Black. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Blue on Black. I've noticed a lot of my music that I make with the artificial intelligence turns out sounding like Five Finger Death Punch. There are some times where I'm like, that sounds... But then that's what makes it good. That's the crazy part about the AI music. The AI music is... It's original music, but where and how are they fucking making it? Ain't snowing in Indiana, bro. I'll show you where I'm at. About right here. Michigan. About right here. Probably about 15 minutes east of Flint. Hey, Flint, you still got lead in your pipes? I should have just tore all your fucking pipes out yourselves and then made the fucking government deal with it. But you're too lazy. You know why? Oh, we know why you're lazy. Because you're full of... Yeah, I know. Like every other major city. A bunch of... Yeah, exactly. Did you hear what I said? And I didn't even have to say it. I have such an inflection and a tone and a way to control and manipulate my voice that I can just say, yeah, hey, Flint, you're a bunch of fucking. And all you guys do is like to. And that's it. Same with Detroit, same with Saginaw, same with Battle Creek, same with every other fucking nasty, fucking infiltrated fucking. Stevie Ray Vaughan. That was my uncle's favorite. My uncle was a heroin addict. He loved Stevie Ray Vaughan. That was one of his favorites. I need to make more blues. Thanks for the reminder. I forget about the blues. I think it's because I have them so often. I'm pretty sure it's because I have them so often. I have them so often. Where's it at? Where's it at? We got this later. We know we got this later. Oh, man. Oh, boy. You hear that fucking wind, bro? God damn. Guess to go. I smoked a one hitter for you though, bro. Thank you. I'm all out of my fucking vape. Yeah, and fuck your 15 years sink. Wash it in the sink. But don't ever blink. Ever. You can't do that. You can't blink. No blinking. There we go. We're smoking cigarettes. Hotel rooms. Don't tell anybody. It's way too fucking gnarly out there, bro. I'll be right back once I finish this cigarette. It's kind of nice that the blinds are so fucking thick. Really nice. Sorry this is so unentertaining. I'm just a boring ass 38-year-old. Basically living in my car, being homeless, trying not to kill myself every fucking day of my life. I didn't see nothing. That's right. That's right. You didn't see anything. Like the fucking penguins on Madagascar. The penguins on Madagascar were my favorite. Once they get to Antarctica and they're like, well, this sucks. I tried to block you from the wind. I'll be right back once I go to Wendy's. Yeah, Frosty the Blowman had to hurry on his way. The sun came out and he said, oh fuck. I've got to leave before the crack cocaine goes away. Down to the village with a broomstick up his ass. That's what I should have wrote. I should have said with a broomstick up his ass. I'm sure I'm not the only one smoking in the fucking hotel right now. Yummy. Tastes like steak and potatoes. Mmm. Na 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 na. Elmer's World. You know, always make a revised redactor. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I don't need this coat, I guess. I mean, I kind of did. That wind was pretty fucking loud, but... Yeah. I want to make the live streaming a regular thing. I usually post more on my I Did Not Die YouTube channel. That one's more just, I've been obsessed with the music. Because the difference between my Elmer's World and my I Did Not Die, the Elmer's World, I'll create a video, people watch it once. They might laugh, they might hate it, but they only watch it once. With the music, people will listen to that song on fucking repeat. So when you're looking at it YouTube stats wise, the music channel's way more productive in the numbers and the numbers. This channel isn't even numbered yet, monetized yet, but it's only because I did some really controversial content, which got me not a copyright strike, but got me a strike on my channel. So now I have to wait 90 days, or at least my 90 days should be up. I should be able to monetize this channel soon, but other than that, I'm not really worried about the money. I'm just worried about creating good content. I want to create good content. Live stream is just live stream. I understand that. It's kind of an open mic. I look at the live stream as more of an open mic where if I get ideas, I better keep them, or at least I got them recorded so that I can go back over these if I really want to, or if I have a good idea, whatever the fuck. That's how I used to do my podcast. My podcast was like a way for me to open mic and kind of brainstorm ideas, and then any good idea I just write down. Nowadays, though, I'm not so much of a writer. I'm just Chat GPT, and holy shit. Yeah, it like pops the comments up, even though I've already read the comment. It just pops it up like it's new, but it's not new. There's the heater. Yay. I must have felt how cold it was in here. Yeah, we're not doing much. We're gonna drink. We're gonna get a little drunky poo. Mr. Leahy, all day. Trailer Park Boys, all fucking day. I was very privileged. My aunt and uncle, they knew about Trailer Park Boys before majority of the mainstream people. So my aunt and uncle were giving me the Trailer Park Boys DVDs. Back when Netflix still sent you DVDs in the mail, when you got DVDs in the mail, they let me borrow the fucking, like, the first 4 series, or the first 4 seasons of Trailer Park Boys. So once I was watching them on the Netflix DVDs. That's how fucking, that's how not obsessed. That's how long I've known about the Trailer Park Boys. My words are getting kind of conjunctifuncted in my brain. I don't drink it that often, so I'm kind of looser than the gooser with the mooser and the hooser and the booster, and put it in our caboose and have sex with your 15-year younger girlfriend. You know what, Bomber Boy? You're lucky. That's a good one. That's a good one. Because then you can say that. You can be like, well, you know, she's 15 years younger. Really? I guess I'm just a little too pent up to be hearing things like that. Because then when I hear things like that, I'm like, I might have to cut this live stream short. I think my left hand is calling me. Calling me. It keeps calling me. Sorry. Who knows? Your wife might not even be that good looking. She's probably really good looking, right? What the fuck, light? Yeah. Turn on. There we go. Oh, we'll be all white. It'll be all white. I've heard about Trailer Park Boys. No, dude, you don't know Trailer Park Boys. Oh. You gotta be pretty fucking high to watch it. And the first few seasons did kind of suck, the first couple ones, but once you get into 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, holy shit, man. You get invested in the characters, just the same as any other show. The Office, Big Bang, stupid shit like that. I never liked The Office. I never liked Big Bang. I can't imagine being someone who's like, I worked in an office. Let's watch The Office. And let's, like, relive our office experiences. How about you just shoot me in the fucking face with the nearest weapon you have access to? Kill me now if I want to live in the past. Well, Elmer, you just got done telling stories about your past. That's because they were good stories. Like, I don't enjoy entertainment for the most part. When you are an entertainer or you want to be an entertainer, I've studied entertainment like no other. I've studied all the greats: George Carlin, Bill Hicks, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle. If you only study the greats, that's it. That's all you need. You don't need to study the mediocre people. You don't need to study the second, third, fourth, and fifth place people. Study first place, eye on the prize, keep it that way. You'll always get the large fries. Literally. You don't need to study anybody except for the greatest of the greats. Study the great writers, the great movie makers, the great fucking comedians, the great philosophers. There is a difference. There's so much fucking podcasting and entertaining and blah 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 material out there, but it's mediocre, run of the mill bullshit. Majority of entertainment nowadays just sucks a fucking. You can suck my baby daughter's dick. That's where we're at. That's basically the summarization of where the entertainment is at today. You can suck my baby daughter's dick. What do you mean by that? What I mean is that that's how absurd it's become. It's become so fucking absurd that you could basically say something like that and somebody would be like, okay, sure. Yeah, I guess. Where is it? What? That's what you guys want? The world has gone mad, but it's not any more mad than it's ever been. It's just more posted and more updated than it's ever been. It's not like the crime increased. It's just that we know more about it. And the crime has increased because the population increased and it's population density. I have good looking wife, yes. My dad, while he was alive, said I was robbing the cradle. I told him he wished he was doing it at my age. I'm with a woman younger like I was and still am today. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. I have a good looking wife. And yes, my dad was jealous as fuck. And you know why? Because he couldn't fuck someone 15 years younger than him. Exactly. I'll translate for you. I'll be your translator. My daddy, he was so jealous of how young the pussy was that I was fucking that he was like, son, you're robbing the cradle. And I was like, Dad, you wish you were robbing the cradle, but you're not. Isn't that true? Hey, guess what? Because we're males and we're animals, and if there weren't anything such as laws, if there weren't laws, it'd be like it used to be. It'd be nature. Nature has no mercy. Nature shows no mercy. That's not an inaccurate statement. And nature doesn't show any mercy. Humans try to. We pretend to, but we are merciless. And so is nature. That's what we come from. We come from nature. We don't. I think the big misconception is everyone thinks they're born in a building and then they come from buildings because you're born in a hospital, then they ship you to the house, which is a box, and then you get shipped to the school, then you get shipped to the other school, and this is the one in the middle, and then you go to the high school, and then you're in college if you get there. It's like, okay, so we're all in buildings all fucking time, walking around concrete jungles. We get separated from nature because we're in buildings all the fucking time, and then we forget our own nature. We're all primates. We're all monkey men, monkey women, pretending to be egotistical fucking narcissists who have a costume and an occupation and a career path and a goal and a mission and an objective and a fucking purpose and a meaning. It's all made up bullshit. Now I have those miss him, have those funny memories of him. Now I have those miss him funny, yeah. Dads are great. Dads are the worst, and they're really great. It's a yin yang, it's a paradox. My dad's one of the dumbest ass pieces of shit I've ever met in my life. And then at the same time, hey, who's been there for me more than anybody? My dad. He's helped me. He doesn't, we don't need to speak about it. We don't need to talk about it. It's just a, okay, well, okay, son, yep, come get this car. What? Well, I know you need a car. Come get this car. I got this car. It's a shitty Malibu, but here you go. Holy fuck. But that's because we're men and we know that it's all about progress. It's all about progress. If you're distracted by the women, which most of us men are, you don't make much progress. Pussy and drugs, you don't make much progress when you're obsessed with pussy and drugs. I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking out of the fucking left side of my face or out of my asshole. I'm talking from experience. Pussy and drugs will make a man crazy, and then the man makes no progress in his life. And then after you make no progress and you end up a homeless bum fucking loser, you can't get any pussy anymore. You can, but it's not the pussy you're really gonna want. It's not a real woman. It's just a fuck doll. It's a sex toy. It's an object. It's something you use. You might as well spend $100 and buy a China ass pussy combo sex doll like I've got. It always feels like it's 15, and it can be anyone you want it to be. Sorry. I'm just telling you the truth. Greatest moment was smoking weed with my dad. My dad was such a fucking drug addict, and then he went into recovery, and then for years he was hardcore straight edge motherfucker, like against everything. And just within the last 5 years, he started smoking weed again. So it was like when I was growing up, my dad was always a pothead. Then he got into coke, and then that switched him over to crack. And then he was a crackhead. I was like 14, 15. He became a crackhead. Around the same time, my uncle died from a heroin overdose. So my dad was on crack for probably like 3 or 4 years. My uncle died at about the end of it. That's what got my dad to be clean. I remember giving my dad a huge ass hug at my uncle's funeral and telling him, like, I'm glad it's not you. I'm glad it wasn't you in that fucking coffin. I'm glad it wasn't you who had to fucking die from stupid shit. My uncle dying from a heroin overdose when I was like 14 or 15, that really affected me because out of all the personalities in my life, my uncle was the coolest. He was still the coolest motherfucker ever. He wasn't one of those mopey fucking drug addicts like, hey, can you help me? No, my uncle was still like, hey, I'm gonna go steal shit all day, but I'm not gonna be miserable about it. It's like, what? He stole shit all day long. He'd go and fucking steal shit from Home Depot, and then he'd go sell it in Flint, and that's how he supported his habit. I remember my Uncle Mitchell, I remember one time we were at a barbecue at my parents' house. He came over. He lived in his car with his girlfriend and his fucking dad. My grandpa and my uncle were both heroin addicts, living in a fucking Buick Century with my Uncle Mitchell's girlfriend Tara. They're all heroin addicts. They'd use her as a prostitute when they really got desperate. But for the most part, my uncle would steal shit all day. My grandpa was the getaway driver. My dad would help them sometimes when he was smoking crack. We're at this barbecue. My uncle's like, I gotta go to Walmart real quick. I got an order to pick up. An order to pick up? What the fuck are you talking about? He comes back 30 minutes later with a fucking motorized scooter in a box as long like as far as I could fucking reach. It's like 4 foot by fucking 2 foot. Like, it was great, man. There's a wrestler that's straight edge CM. Yeah, fuck CM Punk. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck about wrestling. A bunch of faggots who want their fucking dicks and assholes in each other's faces. Yeah, count me out. But Elmer, there's a bunch of money in it. I don't want a sweaty dude rubbing his asshole on my face. I don't want balls and testicles in my face. CM Punk, he probably sucking his own baby daughter's dick right now. So I'm good on that one. But thanks though. I've never liked wrestling. I've never liked faggots. I don't like faggots. I don't mind gay people. Gay people are fine. But faggots are kind of a whole different breed of like, you don't even have to be gay to be a faggot. Literally. Yes, we're uncensored here. Yes, we're not safe for your little fucking virgin faggot ears. Okay? Just as a disclaimer for anyone watching this on the replay, this isn't really for the live people. This is for more of the replay people who are like, oh my God. If anyone watches that on the replay. I have to keep those stupid things in mind. Sorry to be so abrasive about CM Punk, but dude, I've never liked wrestling. I guess I've always been kind of mature, and I've always thought of it like, I don't want to watch that shit. If I want to see violence, I'd rather watch the UFC. I remember watching the UFC when it first started with like Tank Abbott and people like that, just beating the fucking living shit out of people. I like real violence. I don't want that fake, phony, faggot shit. Look at my steroided muscles and I'm a fake character. I don't like fake. I don't like non-reality. I've always had a problem with fiction. I don't like fiction. I'm not a really fantasy kind of explorer, sci-fi, crazy. I have an imagination, very creative, but I do not like. I don't like it. I guess I'm different because I love reality. I drink tea all the time. That's not gay. That's healthy. Healthy is actually intelligent, so that's kind of masculine. Intelligence should be masculine. Shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Don't you agree that masculinity should be intelligent? It's not always about barbaric brutalism. It should be about intelligence. Literally. Literally. It's all about intelligence because we're animals. The intelligent animals that I've observed, because I've sat around watching the entire series of Planet Earth while tripping on mushrooms, humans are not the only form of life. Humans are like this much of life. Literally. There's like so much more to life than humans. But we think we're all of it. We think we're the whole fucking big shebang. We're the whole deal. We're not. We have no chance. We stand no chance against nature. Climate shifting, weather patterns changing, everything will just kind of continuously cycle, and we may or may not be here for it. Like George Carlin, like the great George Carlin once said, the planet is fine, the people are fucked. Because we are. We're only fucked by our own doing, though. It's not that nature would kill us, it's that we're trying to kill nature for profit, so nature's gonna fight back. Nature's not just gonna like take it laying down, you know. Like with the latest hurricane, I love it. I applaud the latest hurricane. Kill as many fucking humans as you possibly can, nature, please. I lived country, so drink tea, can't drink pop. Fucked up my stomach. My mom tries to get me to drink tea. Would you like decaffeinated? Do you need regular? Whoops. We got sugar. Or do you need some room with brew? Or room with a brew? This room doesn't have a view, but it does have a brew. Thank you, hotel. Thank you, hotel. Thank you, hotel. It's a good one. It's okay. It'll be okay. I drink Mountain Dew every day of my life. My stomach is fucked. It doesn't work. It doesn't help. I should only drink water. We're animals. We should only drink water. Everything else is a fucking bonus and actually a curse. Everyone thinks that we're humans. Do you know that that's a man-made word? Do you know that all the words are man-made words and these are only sounds, slappings of the vocal cords, and then like song, we're not gonna take with the climate? You are fucking high, aren't you? Like, sorry, man. I have to bust your balls. I have to. I don't know if anybody else does bust your balls. So I guess that's the chance I'm taking because I just don't give a fuck. I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in. But I have to tell you the truth. That's my shtick. My shtick, Elmer's shtick, is the truth. It's nothing but the truth. This is the end all be all with Elmer Hall. That's what we should do. That's the name of the show. Whoops. End all be all with Elmer Hall. Do you know why I can say that though? And confidently say that? Because I've studied all of it. I sat around for 10 years and I studied everything. So most people go to university for 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, whatever. I went to the YouTube university for 10 years straight, and I did nothing but that for 12 to 14 hours a day for 10 years straight. I wish I would have kept track of all my watch time in the way of like YouTube used to tell you how many hours a day you were watching. I wish I would have kept track of that because it was always 12 to 14 hours a day that I was on YouTube absorbing information. With all my psychedelic experiences, I've experienced oneness. I already know what oneness is. I know that the energy running my body is the same energy running your body, and it's the same source. You can call it God, but here's my illustration for your mind. If there were no humans on the planet, God would still exist because God is not a man. So if humans didn't exist, God would still exist because God is the source of energy. And these are just words. These are just slappings of the vocal cords and symbols and squiggles that we've all agreed upon. We all agree upon these squiggles and symbols. We say water means this, agua means this. Same fucking thing, different languages, but same fucking thing. So it's all made up bullshit. It's all made up bullshit. Everything is made up bullshit. Every fucking thing. Even the word human, even the word animal, every fucking word was made up. These are agreed upon sounds. These are agreed upon decisions. That's all a fucking law is. What is a law? It's an agreed upon decision. Well, why are the laws different in different areas? Well, because these people don't fucking agree with these people. And these people agree with these people. That's why their laws are the same. But these people don't fucking agree at all. So it's an agreed upon decision. It's still made up, man-made bullshit. Man made God in his image. God did not make man in his image. That's the misconception. It's always asked backwards. I'm like, wait a second. But if there's a God, there is no he, there is no she, there is no fucking form to it. The list would be shorter if you were to say what is not part of the whole, what is not part of the source, what is not part of, you can't even create the list because everything is one. This is my experience. When I say it, I seem crazy, but it's because I've done enough psychedelics to have that experience for myself. When I was peaking on acid and I smoked DMT while peaking on LSD, it totally proved to me that none of this is real. And I say real in the way of like, it all feels relatively real. This is like my face, this is my forehead. Feels real. Seems like I'm really in a meat suit with electricity running through it. It's still like a dream. It's still a dream. It's still kind of illusory for the most part. It's relatively real. That's what we'll say. That's Ram Dass. He at least said it's relatively real. Not absolutely not real, not absolutely real, but everything is kind of relative. Same thing with fucking Einstein. So I've studied every single fucking person. I can't function unless I'm high and can't deal with people without smoking weed. You can, but you don't want to. What weed does is marijuana lowers your blood pressure. So when your body is at a lower blood pressure rate, you have an easier time dealing with everything. You could also call it sedation. If you were sedated with a bunch of food, or if you're sedated with a bunch of weed, you'll be able to cope with people. But you could still cope with them being sober, you just don't prefer that because you're under pressure. Anxiety. You don't want to admit you have anxiety. Nobody does. I don't want to. But it's still kind of anxiety is just a fucking made up word. It's a word to describe a behavior. That's all words are. We're going to describe your behavior. Okay. If I'm not harming anybody or stealing anyone's shit, my behavior is just fine. Leave me alone. Let me be shaky. Let me be kind of nervous. Like, I'm a nervous system. It's literally right there in the fucking wording. Oh, hey, Obama boy, you're a nervous system too? Oh, wow. Guess what? We're all nervous systems. And that's a way to describe what? It's still ideas. It's still an opinion. It's still, wait, I'm not a nervous system. I'm not nervous. No, but you might have high blood pressure. And then when you have high blood pressure and you're around people, oh man. Blood pressure lowers. Oh, hey man. Yeah, tell me that stupid thing you wanted to tell me, wife. Tell me all about that stupid bitch. Tell me all about that stupid shit. Now I'll be able to tolerate it because I have low blood pressure. And because I feel good. I feel good now, so I don't have to achieve anything. I'm talking from experience because I get high all the fucking time. I get high all the fucking time, man. I know what I'm talking about. I get high all the fucking time. What I've been doing in the last 3 days, though, it's just a coping mechanism. Exactly. I was just going to say that, literally. The last 3 days, I haven't been having my coping mechanism. I've been pretty much out of my coping mechanism. So, and I've had money. I just don't want to buy anymore. I'm sick of being so fucking scared and high in public. Even though I feel calm and I can deal with people easier, I've taken the last 3 days off. This just happens to be out because I was charging it. But for the most part, I've been sober for the last 3 days. It benefits me because I'm less scared. I have more energy to actually converse with people. Usually when I'm stoned and I'm in public, I'll talk to people, I'll converse and I'll be cordial, but I'm not going to be myself. But still, myself is a mask. It's still like an act. It's still something, hey, how's it going? Yeah. When really my animal is more sociopathic. My animal doesn't really care at all about anything. But my ego, living here and in this cloud of egotism, all this egotistical brain bullshit, cares and thinks and judges and is scared. The animal's like, I don't give a fuck. Make sure I nut. Make sure I get food. Make sure I get water and a fucking decent place to sleep. The animal doesn't give a fuck. The human ego worries about stupid shit. Am I gonna be successful? Will she like me? Are they gonna like me? Will I be okay if I do? Who gives a fuck? Your animal needs are being met. My wife and kids, mom hate each other, and how I deal with their stupid asses. I'm gonna get really real with you really quick. Women are stupid as fuck. If you're listening to a woman, if you're talking to a woman, treat them like a child. Treat them like a 10-year-old. Don't talk to them about politics. Don't talk to them about serious issues. Talk to them about food and movies and people and drama and topics that they like, but treat them like they're fucking 10 years old, because every woman is retarded. Yeah, I'm not the first one to break this news to anybody. Women are fucking stupid as fuck. They're inferior. I can do everything a woman can do, and I can do it better than they can, except for have a child. You know how I know this? Because I've done it. I was the stay-at-home dad with my last son. I had 4 kids, 20, 18, 14, and 7. My 7-year-old, I was the stay-at-home dad. I got to stay at home with him the first 3-4 years of his life. I did everything the stay-at-home mom would do, and I did it amazingly. And I did it because then I wanted to know, what the fuck are these women bitching about when they say they got to stay at home with their kids all day? If you don't have to work and you get all the time with your kids, how about you just be grateful and shut the fuck up, you ungrateful cunt? You stupid, inferior-minded, fucking retarded bitch. I've had my children kept from me and taken from me. So then with my 4th kid, 3rd baby mama, the most intelligent baby mama I mated with, but still a woman, still a stupid fucking woman, it was easy. It was so fucking easy. It was so easy. It's so easy to stay at home with the baby. It's so easy to just sit at home all fucking day and do whatever you want. The babies are easy, man. Children are easy. Kids, it's easy to take care of kids. It's not that hard. If it's hard for you, you're fucking stupid. And that's what I mean by the women. They make it seem like it's so hard. It's so hard with these kids. It's not, you stupid dumb bitch. Get them taken away from you, and then you might understand what it's like to not have your kids, and then you might be grateful to have them. But since they're stuck with the kids all the time, they don't ever have any gratitude for having their children. My son is a year older, you're 7-year-old. Yeah. So you would just say, my son is 8. My son's 8 years old. My son's 7 years old. And I'm trying to be a better man for my 7-year-old. And even if being a better man means I'm being kind of derogatory towards women, I want to prepare my son for the actual world. I don't want to prepare my son for some fucking bubbled reality that he's going to be kept in. No, my son's going to go into the real fucking world. My other sons, my 20-year-old and my 18-year-old sons, they're already in the fucking real world. My 14-year-old daughter, she's probably still in the bubble, but she'll be in the real world, and she's kind of prepared, but she's still a woman being trained by a woman. And that woman, my baby mama, she's done nothing but train my daughter to hate me. But the only thing I can see about that that's good is, hey, be a man-hater. Absolutely, be a man-hater. If I was a woman and I was a mother, I'd hate men. Same thing. Hate women. Hate them. Keep them the fuck away from you as fucking much as you can. Keep them away from you. But they're so tempting, and they're so pretty, and they're so soft, and they're so stupid. Just because they have emotions doesn't mean they're emotionally intelligent. They're not. Emotional intelligence comes from when you have the emotion and you don't allow it to control the fucking situation. That's emotional intelligence. When you can have the emotion and actually control it, because you know that expressing that it's not going to help the situation. It'll probably actually make it worse. Women think that they're emotionally intelligent because they have emotions. And that's as far as they go with it. That's how fucking stupid they are. Hey guys, have you noticed the coincidence that when the world went to shit is around the same time that we allowed women to be a part of it in that way? No, come join us in the workforce. Get out of the kitchen. Come and be like the men. Come be like the men. We build every building. We pave every road. We do every single fucking thing for them. Why? Guess what this whole world was built on? Pussy. Why did we build faster cars? To get to the pussy quicker. When I lived in Detroit, just a year ago, I lived on fucking Woodward Avenue. I lived on 14 Mile and Woodward. I was on the main street of Michigan. If Michigan had a main street, it would be Woodward Avenue right there in Detroit. And I lived on 14 Mile, and it was fucked. I hear these fucking revving engines all the time, and I tell my girlfriend at the time, I'm like, you hear that engine? You hear that revving? You know what that's actually about? That's to get to the pussy faster. And it's also to impress the pussy. And we only do this shit to impress the pussy. Otherwise, it would be that meme where there's a fucking apartment, there's one TV, one controller, one seat. The man is simple. The man doesn't need all this luxurious bullshit. We don't need flowers and decorations, and we don't need 19 fucking towels. We just need one. Well, probably like 7, but it's still the feeling of we built this world for pussy and the consumption of pussy. And why do we do that? Well, because we're animals and we want to mate. That's the sole fucking biological purpose, to make more of yourself, keep them alive until they can keep themselves alive, and then die. Other than that, you serve and have no fucking purpose. There is no meaning to life. Everything's made up. It's just bullshit. It should be empowering to know that nobody was ever better than you or me or anybody. We're all equally animals, human primates, who have the conceptual models and modes of thinking, but we can also see the world objectively and observe it and be like, actually, because anyone who ever thought of anything was just like us. They had a brain and a nervous system and a bunch of experiences, and then they're like, what the fuck, this doesn't make sense. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that doesn't make sense. So empower yourself in the way of like, if everyone made it up before us, why the fuck can't we just make it up? And not make it up in the way of like, let's be fictitious, lying manipulators, but in the way of like, let's take a stance and actually stand up for something. Let's not just fucking cower over and do the thumb exercises all fucking day long where it's like, okay, as long as I'm distracted with stuff, I feel good about my life. I'm doing something. I'm doing stuff. I'm doing something. Look at me do stuff. I'm doing stuff. Any amount of time that you spend scrolling is time that you could have spent investing in your own creation. Whatever the creation is, whether it's a power washing business, or it's a film, or it's a this, or it's a that, or whatever the fuck it is, any time you spend looking at someone else's life is time that you could have spent looking at your own life, doing your own thing. So yeah, I'm live streaming, and I'm kind of advising people to get the fuck off the live stream and go do something with your life. Anything that's creative that you created. Because most of the time in the future, there's going to be 2 kinds of people: creators and consumers. Are you a creator or a consumer? Are you purely a consumer, or are you purely a creator? And then guess what? You have to kind of have both. I sat around for 10 years, from 23 to 33, consuming information. I sat in my basement for 10 years straight, consuming information. Now I'm going to spend the next 10 years creating information. But I'm not really creating information, I'm just regurgitating the information. Everything that I am is a regurgitation of everything that's ever been programmed into me. That's all it is. There's no such thing as originality. Everyone's just a copy of a copy of a copy. Well, I had a good night. I had a good time. Sorry I'm offensive. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. I hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your time alone. Enjoy your time with your wife who's 15 years younger than you. Obama mama. I need to smoke another cigarette and then jack off and then go to bed. So stay tuned for more of Elmer's World. I have to say that I'm contractually obligated I think I'm going to do this. We're going to do the end all, be all with Elmer Hall. But then I have to act like I know everything. But that's because I do. It's really easy. Life is easy if you're not fucking stupidly retarded. If you're actually retarded, the life can still be pretty gumpishly okay for you. And actually, the people that are retarded have it better than us people who are intelligent. And happiness in intelligent people is a rare find. That's Ernest Hemingway. The rarest thing ever is somebody who's actually intelligent and happy. How can you be intelligent and happy at the same time? It doesn't really work that well. The more intelligent you become, the more unhappy and unsatisfied you will become. Because you'll know more. You'll know how fucked you're becoming. You'll know how fucked you're getting without any lube. That's the best part. Well, I just stumbled upon this live stream and I realized I was getting fucked in the asshole with no lubricant. Well, yeah, because that's what happens. That's what they do to you. What did they do to us? How did they do this? I went for an hour and 20 minutes.